sounds like gunshots. Right guys, what's going on? Before we get to anything, just a massive shout out to STX Tuning for hooking me up a couple of days ago with my DSG map. Honestly, a lot of respect for him. Came on time, really good service, and the price was immense, to be honest with you. Really cheap, really good guy. Check out his link, it's in my description. If you need any modifications on any cars, he's fully mobile. He can also get really cheap parts. Obviously, so like for example, like Miltech, Scorpion exhaust, all sorts of stuff, you can get it for a reduced price. So give him a massive shout. Welcome back to, of course, another Sa3 TV episode. Right, so today I'll be talking about something a little bit different. I'm actually, this start and stop thing on my Audi S3 is so annoying. So I'll be talking about something a little bit different. No wait, that's a lie. I won't be talking about anything different. It's not like the last episode with the Audi S1. I'll be talking about in detail about my neighbours actually hating me because my Audi S3 is too loud. I disagree. I love my Audi S3. Let's just make that clear. So let's start from the beginning. If you guys have been watching me since day one, you'll know I bought my Audi S3 in March time, so March, April time last year, so 2019. Probably the best decision I have made so far when it comes to buying anything. Right, let's just see. Whoa! Damn. Right, like I was saying, my Audi S3 is only a stage 1, so let's just talk about from the start when I started to modify my Audi S3. So I started with, I never actually told anyone, only a couple of people that know me will know. So I actually started with a stage 1 ECU map with a pop and bang map. So I thought, you know what, let's see what it's like. Let's obviously hear it with a pop and bang map with the stock exhaust. I'll be honest with you, it didn't sound great. It found like tiny little burbles. It just wasn't great at all. So that, of course, made me decide to get the res delete done. And that's where it all started. When it came to modifying my car, that's where it triggered. And it's funny I talk about this is because a good friend of mine who drives a BMW 235, he used to say to me that you will eventually start modifying your car. I was like, nah, I'll leave it. And he was right. Once you start, you can't stop. You always want to modify it continuously. And I find it quite funny. So let's go back to obviously the res delete. When I res deleted it, it was great. It sounded perfect. It was loud. I exaggerate a little bit thinking about it now. It's not that loud compared to what I've done now. So going from the res delete, of course, I got used to it after a couple of months. It wasn't great, but I thought to myself, okay, right, what's next? What am I gonna do? I want to make this Audi S3 special. I want to make it different. I want it to be, like I said in my last video, well, that's a lie, not last video before that. I want it to be Sa3's S3. I want it to be the ultimate S3, and I want to build this car with you guys. I want it to be the best of the best. So moving on to the next mod, when I got used to the res delete, I thought, okay, right, what's next? What do I do? So when I explained about the custom downpipe, all about it is there's a decatting it, of course. It is and will always be the best decision I've made in terms of mods with this car so far for now. Like I said, I've just started modifying this car. It has been quite a good decision. I was kind of contemplating in terms of buying a sports cat compared to a decat. Like I said in my last video, the sports cat, it just doesn't sound the same. It won't give you the same gains compared to a decat, which is a real shame. But a decat is all the way for me. It sounds more aggressive. It definitely shouts in your face, which is what I love. I haven't heard any S3 around my area that sounds like my S3 so far. So it's definitely caught a lot of people's attention, which for me is like, it's very strange. I'm quite a quiet person. Well, no, that's a lie. I'm quite a loud person. But when it comes to my car, it was quite subtle. And now it's like loud. But it's not loud enough. That's the problem. And this car is so tempted to just literally just go like this. It's so tempting and it's so quick. It's unbelievable. And that's only a stage 1. And it pops and bangs, so I'm not sure if you can hear that. Hold on. Nah, I'm not sure the camera can pick that up. You can hear that though. Right, getting back on topic. Sounds like gunshots. Right, getting back on topic. The custom downpipe. Yep, best decision I've made so far. Definitely changed the character of my car. That's a fact. It has really, really changed my car completely, transformed it. Right, so on to the third mod. So let's just talk about the map that I've actually got on my car. So my Audi S3 is currently on a stage 1 ECU map and a pop and bang map. So so mine's a 16 plate, it's not 66 plate, so it's a pre-facelift. It doesn't come with a pop and bang map. So I've actually heard a 17, 18 plate pop and bang. It's not great. It's not all that. It's like a tiny little burble and that's it. Because obviously the exhaust is the stock, so they're not great at all. And they're just not as great as you get on a map. So I decided to go for the stage 1 and the pop and bang because I know later down the line I want to stand out. Just like anybody else that watches my videos, you'll know that when you buy a hot hatch or anything exciting, you want your car to stand out. You want it to be built and to have a character. So that was the reason why I wanted my Audi S3 to have a pop and bang map, is because I want it to stand out. I want people to see me. I want it to be loud and all over the place in front of you. And since then, since I've got the map, the car's completely changed. A lot of people claim that with a stage 1 ECU map, you probably push about 50-60 horsepower more. I can vouch for that and say, yeah, it definitely does. My car felt completely different. But there's one problem with my Audi S3, is that it's not done yet. It's a real headache, but it's a slow build. And the reason why it's a slow build is because everything to me is content. I want you guys to build the car with me. I want you guys to leave suggestions in the comment box to tell me, okay, right, what do I get next? So coming on to that now, I want to talk to you about what I want to do next with my Audi S3. So soon enough, it's going to go to a stage 2, that's guaranteed. So for a stage 2, of course, you need the map, of course, you need the upgraded intercooler, which for me is a bit of a funny one, is because I have been recommended so many intercoolers for my Audi S3, but I just don't know what to pick. So I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to tell me, right, what's the best one I can get for my Audi S3. So leave in the comments what you think, what intercooler I should get for my stage 2. And I'll definitely get back to you. Also, don't forget to subscribe and follow my Instagram page, link in the description. The guy at the STX Tuning, he had told me to go for the best of the best. So that's the R600 induction kit, which is really, really common for VW Audi. So like Golf Rs, GTIs, S3s, RS3s, stuff like that. That's really, really common. It's a nice GTR there. So, as I was saying, that induction kit is really, really common for hot hatches. So I have decided I am going to go for the R600 induction kit. Let me know what you guys think of it. So like I said, this is my first time putting induction kit in any car, to be honest with you, and I want to see, right, what you guys think. Is there anything better I can get? So I was also told that Arthur with the Golf R, with the 600 brake Golf R, I think everybody knows who Arthur is. He actually put an R600 induction kit on his car, and he recommended it. And I mean, his Golf R's pushing at 600 brake. That's even dyno too, as far as I know. So clearly it does do something. So that I'm definitely gonna get, but it's just when it comes to time scale, it's not great, because obviously, as you can understand, this everybody's in their own certain situations, especially because of COVID. And I hope you guys are all safe too, staying at home, and of course social distancing is what I also say. Please social distance. But yeah, as I was saying, with the stage 2, that's pretty much what I want to achieve in the next couple of, I'd say a time scale of about 5-6 months. I haven't dynoed my Audi S3 yet so far, but I am planning to. So the gentleman at the STX, the one I got my gearbox map, so I'll also talk about that in a second too, he was saying that you should definitely get your S3 dyno to see what's pushing out at the moment, and then I'll know, okay, right, what I need to do. Is there anything I need to upgrade? And I completely forgot about the about talking about the gearbox. So when I actually, so I need your guys' opinion on this, so let me know in the comments. So when I actually got my Audi S3 modified, so the ECU map, and I also got a pop and bang map. So when I would accelerate, so when my foot would actually touch the ground, it would go, 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 and then all of a sudden it will start to judder a little bit. I don't know why, and the pop and bangs, it would sound like a gun, and it would just stop accelerating for like half a second and then go. And I don't seem to understand why the car's hesitating so much, and it's so annoying. It is so annoying. So if I'm ever trying to get to, well, of course not speed, but you know what I'm trying to say, when I get to a speed, try to get to a speed quick, it hesitates, and I can't be having that. I can't afford the car to be hesitating, because it ruins the performance and ruins the car. So I was looking around and stuff, just at the different modifications and in terms of what's related to that issue I'm having with my Audi S3, and I was told that I should honestly map my gearbox. So I'm currently on a stage 2 DSG map, and I can honestly say, if anybody's having the same problem as me when it comes to when your car judders and it's a DSG, go for a DSG map. I honestly recommend it. Your car feels, it doesn't feel the same. It got rid of the juddering when I got the map. I think after about 10 miles, like when the car was warm up, everything was just warmed up, everything was just settling in. When I actually got the map and I accelerated harshly on a national speed limit road, it didn't judder. It just went and went and went and went, and it didn't hesitate at all. So I knew, okay, right, that's sorted the problem. Right, I was literally just stuck in traffic, and yeah, I was for like the past 20 minutes. Don't know why and what's actually going on, but yeah. So I thought I'd stop the filming. So like I was saying, with the DSG map, I definitely recommend it. I want to talk about that now with the DSG map, because that's something I'm quite shocked at. And the reason why I'm saying that is because this car feels totally different. I thought the dude was exaggerating a little bit. He really isn't. The car is something different now. So with the DSG map, the car feels really, really nice. Because probably about 95% of the time my car's in just individual. So I've got the valves open, the car's in comfort, steering's in comfort, so I'm driving it normal, and the gear changes are so nice and they're so comfortable. It doesn't, so when I didn't map my gearbox, it didn't do the clumsy thing where it just revs, then takes like 2 seconds to actually change gear. And my gearbox did that quite a lot, and that was becoming a real issue, and it was becoming annoying. But now with this map, car feels different, it changes gear differently, it's more aggressive. When I'm at high speeds and I try to change gear, it just changes gear immediately. It doesn't hesitate, doesn't think about it, it's just going to do it, and that's it. And that's what you want out of a performance car, especially hot hatches. If you want to get to speeds quick, DSG map is the whole thing for you. That's probably the best that you can get, even with a stage 1 map. Make sure to like, subscribe and share, and let's get to 200 subs. Right guys, take care.